Hey honey, I heard you're having some alignment issues. I thought I could help out.
You heard right. Why don't you grab some tools and bring your cute self out here?
Alright.
So Civic repairs are all done. However, there's a couple of minor things left to do, and one of them is the alignment. So this car did have some suspension damage. I had to replace lower control arm and a couple of other small components. So that did throw off the alignment. Let me show you what's going on. We're going down the road, straight stretch of road. However, the steering wheel looks like this. It's got that gangster lean to the left. So the plan is to do the alignment at home for free. So let me show you how I do it.
Got your tools right here.
All right, let's do this. So this is going to be a pretty simple procedure. Tools we need are a jack, and then 2 out of 3 of these wrenches will be used. Since it's a Japanese car, 19, 17, and 14. I believe the 19 and 17, these 2 will be used. But just in case, I brought this guy out. And I'm going to use this fishing line. Nothing special, nothing fancy. Just the stuff I had sitting around. You can even use a thin rope. So, go ahead and tie a nut. Now, slip the line over the exhaust pipe. All right. Just tie it off. So you got to run the line in about the center of the wheel. So I usually just use the center cap as a point of reference. So fish it under. You don't want any of the bumpers or mud flaps or anything getting in the way. So kind of work your way around them. I am at about center of the wheel, and then I'm just gonna run the wire to the front. And we run into a first problem. This mud flap is getting in the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. Once again, stay at about the center of the wheel, and then we're gonna have to fish the line under the front bumper. And then at the end, just tie it off around the exhaust. You want there to be some tension on this line. You don't want it to be loose. The next step is you're gonna have to level out the steering wheel. It has to be as straight as possible. First, I'm gonna go to the side that did not sustain any damage. We see that line is tightly hugging the front of the wheel. Now we'll go to the back. And if you look at it, there's no curve in the line. It's straight. Tire is not sticking out. And then if you put a little bit of tension on it, okay, right now you can see the line is touching the tire. But as I put just a tiny bit of tension, boom, you see it pulls away. That means if I had to do a lot more pulling in order for the line to come apart from the tire, then you'll know that this wheel needs to be tweaked. But it doesn't. One more time. See that? Okay, now we'll go to the other side. Now here, if you look at it from the top, you see the line is not straight. That means that the toe is in. Meaning, if you look at your feet, right wheel is straight. Left foot, well, left tire is in. The toe is in, meaning the heel is out while the toe is in. So that's what we got going on here. The toe is in, the heel, quote unquote, is out. So here, in order for us to pull the line away from the tire, it'll take a bit more of a movement here. This is what needs to be corrected. So we got to go underneath and loosen up the nut on an outer tie rod. I'm using a steel cross member that runs between the frame rails as a jack point. You want to jack it up just enough to where the tires are barely off the ground. Safety is always first, so don't forget to get your jack stands in.
What can I help with now, babe?
Do you see the outer tie rod?
Yeah.
Do you see a silver nut that's on it?
Yep.
I need you to break it loose.
Okay. I'm trying, but I can't break it loose. How about you take over and I'll go make you some lunch?
Fine, I'll get it done. So first thing we're gonna do is loosen up this nut right here, and it actually happens to be a 24 millimeter. Okay, that's loose. So now this car actually takes, I can either use a 14 millimeter right here or a 19 millimeter right here, so I'll just use the 14. And then I'm gonna rotate the inner tie rod, and while I do that, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this area right here to know when to stop. I'm done. As soon as I literally make contact with it, it comes off the surface of the tire, so we're good. I just gotta retighten that nut down there, and we're set. Let's go on the test drive. Road's pretty straight, and our steering wheel is perfectly straight. Another success.